The Real McCoys, starring Walter Brennan, created by Irving Pincus.
Want you to meet the family known as the Real McCoys. That's Grandpappy Amos, the head of the clan. He roars like a lion, but he's gentle as a lamb. And now here's Luke, who beams with joy since he may take Mrs. Luke McCoy. From West Virginia they came to stay in sunny California. Oh, Grandpappy Amos and the girls and the boys of the family known as the Real McCoys.
Hi, Mac. Up, boy, up. Here's some candy, Mac. Come on, Mac. Hey, wait. Watch Mac do this trick. Go get the ball, Mac.
Maybe he's part center and just wants to sit.
Hi.
Hi, Tommy.
Hi, Tommy. Somebody lose a ball?
Yeah, it's mine. You want to watch Mac do a trick, Tommy?
Well, not right now, little Luke. I really came to call on Hassie. Excuse me.
I don't get it. Why would he rather be with a girl when he could be with a dog?
You know, Luke, that Tommy's a right fine boy. So long as some fellas got to be it, I'm kind of glad in the way he's the one.
The one what?
The one that Hassie marries.
Marries? Well, Grandpa, they're just kids. They're only 14 and a half.
They don't get hitched right now, but they might someday. You take me and Grandma. We were childhood sweethearts. You know, from the day we first met, she never looked at another fella. Of course, I couldn't blame her none.
Well, okay, Grandpa. But do you mind if I don't rush right out and order me a new suit for the wedding just yet?
Hey, Tommy, thought you was calling on Hassie.
Oh, she's busy.
Busy? What at?
I don't know. Just told me to wait.
Hassie.
Oh, hi, Grandpa. Luke.
Well, Hassie, what in the world are you doing in here? Tommy's waiting for you out there on the porch.
I know. He's come to ask me to the Grange dance Saturday night.
Well, you're going with him, ain't you?
Of course.
Well, what do you leave him sitting out on the porch like that saying you're busy?
Grandpa, when a boy comes calling, you gotta keep him waiting a while.
Why?
Because I don't want him to think that I want to see him.
You mean you don't want to see him?
Of course I want to see him, but I don't want him to see that I want to see him.
Why?
Well, I don't want him to get too sure of himself. Girls gotta keep the upper hand or a boy won't know his place.
Well, I'll be. Now, look, that boy came a long way to see you, and there ain't no way for a McCoy woman to treat him. Now, you go on and get out there, Hassie. Now, Hassie,
Okay,
go on.
Grandpa, I'll give him a break, but just this one.
That's good girl.
Oh, Tommy, you can come in now.
Hi, Hassie. I guess you know what I came to ask you.
Ask me? Why, I haven't the slightest idea.
Well, you know the annual Grange dance is Saturday.
Is it? My, how time flies. I never realized. You going to the dance, Tommy?
Well, sure. Well, if you go with me, you will, won't you, Hassie?
Oh, dear, I don't know. It's too early to decide.
Early? It's already Thursday.
Is it? Oh, well, I'd really like to think it over. I'll tell you what. You come back tomorrow in the afternoon, and I'll give you my answer.
Well, all right, but I sure hope you say yes. I've been counting on it.
We'll see. Bye.
Hassie McCoy, what in tarnation's the matter with you?
Hassie, you told us you were going to the dance with that boy. Why'd you tell him to come back for your answer?
It isn't good policy for a girl to say yes the first time she's asked.
Why?
Well, if they have to ask twice, they'll appreciate you more.
How do you know that boy won't ask some other girl to the dance?
No other girl will go with him.
How can you be so sure?
It's agreed. They all know he's my date, and they wouldn't cut in.
Well, how do you like that? They organized.
Grandpa, a man just don't stand no chance no more.
Well, come on, son. Leastways, we can let the boy know what he's up against.
I gotta be going.
Hey, Tommy, wait. Gee, we could apologize for Hassie's bad manners. You know, that ain't the McCoy way.
Well, that's all right.
All right. Well, now, look, son, we gotta have a man-to-man talk. Look, will you go on now?
Why? I'm a man.
I know you are, son, but sometimes they think...
I know. I'm still too young to understand. Come on, Mac.
Don't it bother you the way Hassie treats you, dangling you on a string like that?
Well, why? She always winds up going with me anyway. Because she just likes to make it tough.
Oh, for gosh sake, don't that rile you up?
Why? Things always seem to turn out okay.
What do you got for a backbone, boy? An overripe banana? Ain't you got no intention of growing up to be a man?
Well, yeah.
Well, you better get straightened out if you ever expect you and Hassie to have a decent marriage.
Marriage? Well, I couldn't get married right now. My folks won't even let me stay up past 11:30.
Well, Grandpa's talking about the future, Tommy. He don't mean right now.
Oh, sure. It ain't never too soon to learn how to handle women. You know, there ain't never been a bad marriage in the McCoy family, and you know why? Because the man does the ruling. Women respect him for it, too. Now, Luke, he's had a good marriage. You know why? Go ahead and tell him, Luke.
Yeah, well, it's because
Because he's the boss, that's what.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Because I'm the boss.
Hey, of course, boy. The whole secret of getting a woman's respect is don't ask him to do something, tell him to do it.
I guess I've got a lot to learn.
Yeah, well, don't you worry, Tommy. Me and Grandpa will help you.
Remember what he told you now.
Yes, sir, I will.
Hi, Sugar.
Hi. Oh, hello, Tommy.
Hello,
Hi, Grandpa.
Hello,
Tommy.
Good afternoon, Amos.
Hi, Flory.
Sugar, what do you got in them packages?
Oh, I just bought a few little things. Oh, Flora got a new party dress.
Oh, yeah? You didn't all put it up for me, Flory?
For you, Amos.
Why, sure, we're going to the Grange dance Saturday night. I got some shopping to do, too. I'm going to get me a brand new collar. We're going to cut quite a figure, me and you.
If we go together.
What do you mean, if?
Well, Amos, you haven't asked me for a date yet.
Well, Flory, we all let's go. We went together last year. We're going again this year.
Well, Grandpa, Flory's right. It's only fitting for a gentleman to ask a lady.
Since when? Flory's going with me like you're going with Luke. A man don't ask a woman, he just tells her. Right, Luke? Right, Luke?
Oh, yeah, right, Grandpa.
Well, girls, there ain't nothing more to talk about. It's all settled. Can you see? That's the way to talk to women. Not nasty, but just firm. You notice they didn't dash to talk back, too, didn't you?
No, sir, they sure didn't say anything.
Yeah, well, you just leave that be a lesson to you. Now, when you come up to see Hassie tomorrow, don't come crawling up like a whip puppy. Step up like a tiger and say your piece.
Yeah, like a tiger.
Tommy's a fine boy. You know, girls, I'm sure glad to get to talk to him. Because he was getting off on the wrong foot with Hassie.
Oh, yeah. Kate, you'd have been ashamed the way she was treating that boy. And the way he was taking it. Oh, it's pitiful.
Yeah, just pitiful. But I think we got him straightened out, though. Yeah. He knows now that a woman's just like a fine mare. You give her a head and she ain't worth nothing. But you keep a taut rein on her and leave know who's boss by. You got an animal he can be proud of. Right, Luke?
Yeah, right.
There ain't nothing better in the whole world than a well-trained woman.
Ain't you afraid of being too flattering, Grandpa?
Grandpa, I don't think we ought to be comparing Kate to a mare.
Well, not just an ordinary mare. It's a fine thoroughbred mare. Good breeding. Kate's got it before you got it.
Well, thanks for the compliment. You needn't hold your reins tight, Amos McCoy, because I'm not in harness. And furthermore, I have no intention of going to the dance with you.
Oh, Flory.
Yeah, Flory,
And
Grandpa
I have no
didn't mean
intention
nothing
of going with you.
Sugar, babe, you can't be serious.
I was never more serious in my life. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Luke, not taking orders like you come to expect.
But Kate,
Come on, Flory, let's go to my room. We don't want to mingle with the masters.
Grandpa, what have you done?
Now, don't worry, son. Ain't nothing to worry about, Atoll. We just got us a couple of fine mares with a little mule in them.
Grandpa, I've been thinking.
Well, chase it right out of your mind, because I ain't going to do it.
Oh, jingles, Grandpa. All I feel is if we was to go in the house and talk, Grandpa, if we was to go into the house and talk to the girls, I think we could straighten the whole thing.
You still here yet? Well, make yourself useful. Hold Bessie's head so this hammer don't spook her.
Grandpa, you caused all this mess, and I think you ought to be the one to straighten it out.
I caused it?
Yeah.
Well, if I remember, you was right there with me, going right along, right?
Right. Well, no, look. Yeah, well, I was right along with you, but I didn't know you was leading me to the edge of a cliff. Grandpa, I say we gotta go in the house and we gotta talk to Florrie and Kate and apologize.
Wash your mouth out, boy. You know that's the worst thing you can do is apologize to a woman. You do that, you're lost. We're going to hold our ground. They're going to come a-crawling to us. Now, you wait and see.
Grandpa, couldn't we at least crawl halfways?
Yeah, but, boy, you're forgetting you're a man?
No, I ain't forgetting I'm a man. The only trouble is, the more I remember I'm a man, the more I remember Kate's a woman. Oh, God darn it, Grandpa. I was looking forward to this dance. I can still remember the way it was last year. Music was playing, and I was holding Kate in my arms. It was all soft and cuddly. I was nuzzling my cheek up against hers.
Well, now, Kate won't fool with you. Why don't you take the cow? You make a lovely couple.
Oh, now, Grandpa. Grandpa, you gotta listen.
To more of that mamby-pamby talk?
Mr. McCoy?
Oh, hello, Tommy.
Mr. McCoy, I thought over what you said about handling women. And I'm going to see Hassie right now, and what's more, I'm not going to ask her to the dance. I'm going to tell her she's going with me or else.
Look, Tommy, I wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't. Look, Tommy, I'm proud of you. You go right up there and show that gal what a real man looks like.
Yes, sir.
Boy's got a lot more gumption than some people I know. Might be a good idea if some people come up there and watch the fella handle a gun the right way.
Hassie, where are you?
Who's there?
It's me, Tommy.
Tommy?
Hassie, I got something to tell you.
You see how he walked in there? You see the look on Hassie's face? Come on.
But I thought I told you to come around the afternoon.
Well, I decided to come around now. Do you mind?
No, I guess not.
Okay, sit down. Hassie, yesterday I asked you to go to the dance with me and you dilly-dallied. Well, now that doesn't go with me, so now I want a straight answer. Will you or will you not go to the Grange dance with me?
Well,
No fooling around this time. I'll give you 3 to say yes or no. 1, 2,
no.
3.
No, you heard me.
Look, I'll give you 3 more. 1, 2.
Count until your head falls off. But I wouldn't go with you now if I never went to another dance in my life.
We got a long ways from being beat yet.
Oh, are we? Well, all I know is the dance is tomorrow night, and so far, nobody's going with nobody.
Yeah, I know that, too.
Come on, Mac. Grandpa, I taught Mac that trick. Watch.
Not now, little Luke. I'm busy thinking.
Up, Mac. Sit up. Sit up. See?
Yeah, that's good. We'll run along now.
Do you know how I made him do it? I pretended to eat the candy myself. Then you should have seen him sit up and beg for it.
Well, that's fine, son, but you just run it. Say, little Luke, for a boy of your age, you're wiser than an old hoot owl. You just give us away winning the war.
What war? Am I in it?
No, but you will be soon enough, so you might have to stick around and get a little training. Now, fellas, tomorrow night we'll make them women think that we're eating the candies. Well, look, the dance is the candy, and we make them sit up and beg for it.
Yeah, well, just how do you figure to do that?
Oh, we'll all get dressed up and sit in the parlor there and make them think we're prepared to go to the dance without them.
Without them?
Sure. Oh, you dance with Kate all right. Now dance with Florrie, and Tommy will dance with Hassie.
I will, honest?
Oh, my name ain't Amos McCoy. You know, there's one thing a woman can't stand, and that's to see her man all dressed up and go someplace without her.
Boy, it's 6:30.
Don't get panicky, boy. You gotta come out sometime.
Oh, Grandpa, we've been sitting here for half an hour.
Now, you just be patient, Luke. You just sit. Here they come.
Did you say something, Luke?
Me? Oh, no. Don't you notice nothing?
Well, of course, you got on your good suit.
I got mine on too, Hassie.
Well, can't you make out what for?
Well, I don't know. You're going someplace, I guess. You'll have to excuse us. Me and Hassie's got fudge on the stove.
Fudge? Grandpa, they wouldn't be making fudge unless they was expecting to stay home tonight.
Now, don't go jumping to nothing yet.
Oh, by the way, when Florrie comes, would you tell her we're in here?
See, Florrie's coming. That's her car now. I recognize them loose tappets. Florrie's coming here. Why is she coming here? She's coming here so she can go to the dance from here, that's why.
I don't know, Grandpa.
Well, I know, and just as soon as she steps in that door dressed for the dance, the cat's out of the bag. And now, you just have faith in me, boy. I've lived a lot of years longer than you. Well, Florrie, you're mighty early, but come in. Well, but Florrie, you ain't dressed for the...
For what?
For nothing.
I'm over to work with Kate on some patterns. You look nice, Amos. Going somewhere?
You're darn tootin' we're going someplace. And if you ain't forgot, this is the night of the big dance, and me and Luke and Tommy is going to have a high old time, ain't we, fellas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ought to be a game, and music and eats, and plenty of gals just waiting around to dance with stray fellas like us. And good lookers, too.
Then you ought to have a fine time.
Oh, Florrie, I thought I heard your voice. Come on in the bedroom. We get started on them patterns.
Kate?
Oh, if you fellas are around long enough, that fudge is cooling on the sideboard.
Well, Grandpa, if they're begging, they sure got a funny new way of holding up their paws.
They're just faking. I got good reason to think so, too.
Reasons?
Yes, sir. What do you think Florrie's got in that big bag she's carrying in there?
Well, her sewing stuff. She said they was going to work on some patterns.
It could be her sewing stuff. Could be her new party dress, too, that she's sneaking in there to slip on right now.
We just gonna sit here and wait?
Son, in a war, there's a lot more than shooting and fighting. There's a lot of sitting and waiting to be done. So we'll just sit, because it's our turn to do the waiting.
Well, what do you think of your war now, General?
Just wait, Luke.
Look, I've been waiting for 2 days, Grandpa, and I had enough of it. Well, right now I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place. Kate? Kate, I apologize. I was wrong, and I'm sorry, and I want you to forgive me. I beg you to forgive me.
You mean that, Luke?
I sure do, Sugar Babe. I had no call to talk to you like I did, and, well, I feel real bad about it. Sugar Babe.
Hassie, I apologize too.
Do you, Tommy?
I do, and I want you to go to the dance more than anything. Please? Sugar Babe?
Well, the whole girl down he's going to crumble. I might as well crumble, too. All right, Florrie. I'm willing to forgive and forget.
Amos,
Dad never said I forgive you.
you forgive. Seems to me you should ask for forgiveness.
Oh, all right. If you want to get fussy, I ask.
You mean you apologize?
Yes, I apologize.
Doesn't sound like a very nice apology.
All right. I'm sorry for the way I talked to you, and I want to be forgiven, and I apologize. Honest. Sugar Babe?
Well, that's better. I accept, Amos.
Rory, you're all right.
Of course.
Hassie, you're all right too.
We're all ready.
Hey, I thought that you were going... Well, you mean that you've been getting ready all this time? You ain't been cutting out patterns?
Of course. We knew you'd come around sooner or later.
Well, now, that's what I call dirty fighting.
I know I was right. If we just waited a few more minutes, we'd have had him.
Here, Grandpa, now I know what you mean about women folk. They ain't to be trusted.
Aw, now, Luke, honey.
Don't you Luke honey me. I'm riled, Kate. I'm riled.
I'm riled, too.
And after this, if you think you're going to the dance with me, you got another thing coming.
Oh, very well. In that case, I'll go alone.
And we will, too.
Yeah, well, you go on. Just go on, go ahead. Go on and go alone. Go on.
Good boy, Luke. Get out the second board. We have a quiet evening to home.
Yeah, I'm with you, Grandpa.
You play the winner.
We're really going.
You take the rebels, Luke.
Bye, Luke.
Grandpa, I give you first move.
Well, that's fine, Luke.
Luke, honey, maybe we did go a little too far.
I guess we were only thinking of getting back at you.
Well, it wasn't a very good example for you to set a young girl like Hassie learning that trickery is the only way to get along in life.
Well, Amos, are you proud of the things you've been teaching Tommy? That the way to treat girls is to ride roughshod over them, to bully them?
Well, I guess we're both wrong about that. When you come right down to it, the only way for men and women to get along is to respect each other. You remember that, son?
You remember it, too, Hassie.
Well, what are we waiting for? We're all going to dance, ain't we?
We sure are. Come on, sugar.
Ready, Hassie?
Troy, now I want you to know you're dancing every girl done dance with me.
But what about the others?
What others?
Why, all those girls who are just waiting to dance every dance with a handsome fella like you.
Oh, them. Well, guess they just have to wither on the vine like the harvest has.